What's good? Listen, there's this movie that came out last night on Netflix called 365. Now, this Facebook group that I'm in, they decided they're gonna do a watch party. So we did a Netflix watch party while the whole shenanigans this movie went on. We chit-chatted and whatnot, talk mess, talk shit. And let's just say this, my overall opinion on this movie. 50 Shades of Grey could never. Massimo is everything. Christian Grey, who is you? We don't know you. We know Massimo. That's who we know. What? Alpha Male, rich, powerful, whatnot. Massimo fit that bill. Christian Grey, who? We don't know you, bruh. We don't know you. So, 365 is basically every mafia romance / erotica story that's probably that clutters Wattpad. When I tell you it has everything that you could think of, all the bullet points of what makes a mafia, romance, alpha male, probably some vanilla version of BDSM and whatnot. Yeah. This is just click off the list. Ting, ting, ting. Yeah. Exactly. Sure. Exactly. Now, first off, the soundtrack. I was digging the soundtrack. Couple of them songs I wasn't really too much, vibing with at first, because it was my first walk through with it and all. So once I watch it again, then probably a couple of the songs would, I would, like later on down the line. The leading man, because let's keep this real. Let's keep this 100. Movies like this, the softcore porn, or as I like to say, porn. This porn, it ain't shit without the leading man. Now, Massimo, the dude that played Massimo, or just Massimo character in general, he is a force of nature. He is a force to work with. This motherfucker is gorgeous. Let's just keep this 100. Let's just keep this real. He is gorgeous. Is he aggressive? Yes. Do he like to grab hoes by the throat? Yes. Does he like fellatio? Very much. He love beating down throat muscles. So here's this thing, this aggressive man, he kidnapped this woman. This girl who by the name of Laura. Now, here's the thing with her character that I did particularly like about her. She was feisty. She didn't take no shit. So whenever he would pull a stunt, she would do one right back at him. I guess try to gauge his ass. Now, a couple of times, gauge, see how he was going to react or whatnot. There's that. Now, when 50 Shades of Grey came out, the book. Now, if we remember, it was a fanfic before, it went to a book version. When 50 Shades of Grey blew up and, everybody started writing their own version. Do you know how many versions of that guy off a damn ass book there was? Too many. And it came to a point that they was making the leading girl, the leading lady, made her down there be a motherfucking doormat. When I tell you she was weak as pond water, she was weak. It became disgusting. I just couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. And when this whole genre of the alpha male and all that stuff, like the real alpha male, but it came to be borderline abusive, it kind of pushed me off of romance or erotica reading or whatnot. And all, because, I love romance novels. I love the erotica, reading erotica. Because let's keep this real. Let's keep this 100. 9 times out of 10, asses ain't gonna, roll up on a rich, fine Italian, or he could be Italian, Irish, Russian, regular old, good old country boy who's fine, who got money, and all that stuff. Not that we ain't gonna roll up on that mug and he decide he gonna kidnap us or take us away to far distant lands, shower us with presents and jewelry and all that stuff, a whole lot of money and a whole lot of wild, funky, questionable ass sex. Let's just keep that real. So we run to these type of things because it's all about the fantasy. It's all about taking us away for a little while from the hell that we live in this reality we got. And just take me away for a little while. Let me think. Let me put myself in Laura's shoes, especially during the yacht scene. Because that yacht scene, he put it to her. I'm just going to say. The porn scenes were amazing. Let's just keep that real. And everything. Massimo could get it. Listen, what? Let's keep this real. Let's keep this 100. He could get it. That motherfucker is gorgeous. He is fine. You hear me? So books in this vein, stories in this vein, movies in this vein, it's all about the fantasy. It's all about taking us away for a little while and putting ourselves in another person's shoes, and we could just relive their fantasy moments through them, us getting our backs breaking and us rocking the designer couture, money gets spent on us and everything, and we all can hunch on a gorgeous ass motherfucking man. Let's just keep this real. Now, if we are getting a resurgence of these type of movies, I'm here for it. I am. I'm here for it. Some of my favorite movies that fell along into this vein came from in the early 90s. Wild Orchid is one of my favorite softcore porn movies of all time. I fucking love that movie. That movie starred Mickey Rourke before, the hardcore drugs and all the plastic surgery. He was young. That was around the time of Angel Heart, and Mickey Rourke was one of my favorite actors from back then. And Wild Orchid was my shit. That was my movie. I fucking love that movie. I freaking love it. And it started, the leading lady was this young actress / model. I think she was a model first, who later became his wife for a little bit and all. That movie. Remember the Red Shoe Diaries or whatnot? David Duchovny. That was his spiel. So that, if we're gonna get a resurgence of that now, do I think we need it? Yeah, I think we do. I think we need something like this to basically let it be a pastime to get away from what's going around in our reality. Our reality, it is what it is. We got to live it because it's ours. So when you in the privacy of your home, you kind of want to disconnect. You kind of want to drift away. Why not drift away and watching this fine ass man, and everything, beat the dust off some puss. I'm just saying. And you just living this fantasy that, he's obsessed with you and he's this, that he love you or whatnot. Now, Massimo, if this was reality, would this work? Massimo kidnapped this woman. She has a family. Kidnapped Laura because he saw her face right in he could have been dead moments. We see that, he lost his father in the beginning, power shift. He became the new mafia boss. And it also dealing with, his dad got murked. And, it was dealing with some business, dealing with child trafficking, which they don't do. They don't fuck with kids. Well, I'm glad y'all got standards. And he saw her. Had binoculars and everything, and he saw her. So he already saw and knew that, she's beautiful. I'm gonna make her mine. And when in his last moments of him thinking that he was gonna die right along with his father, it was her face that he saw. So years on down later, he sees her. And he's like, well, that's fate. That's God telling me something. So I'm finna go kidnap this bitch. And that's what he did. He kidnapped her. And he basically says this. I'm going to give you a year to fall in love with me. A year. Nah, she fell in love with him. Let's keep that 100. She did. Did it take a year? Hell no. In this movie, I guess they try to say it was 2 months. To be honest, I think it was 3 days. I'm just saying, I think it was probably 3 days. I'm not for sure, because we really didn't know what time, or whatnot. But homegirl didn't put up too much of a fuss, especially after she, it was proof to show that her no good, beanball head ass man was cheating on her. Nah, baby girl, it took you, almost 2 months to break down. Fine as MASSIMO is, girl, you got some restraint, I guess, child. But this movie, what I hate about it, it ended in a cliffhanger. It ended in one. It did. It really ended in a cliffhanger of all cliffhangers. It's some cliffhangers that be in these type of books and everything that work my nerve, cause it be different if the author update regularly, and I ain't gotta wait long to know what happened. Now you get some of the authors, half the time it's gonna take forever, and the other half you probably ain't gonna get no part 2. So now they was filming this, but COVID showed his ass, and so they had to stop filming. Now, for what I read, we're gonna get 2022. Is when we're gonna get the rest of this story. And so I'm like, shit, I gotta wait 2 years? Yeah, we gotta wait 2 years, y'all. Now, I wasn't looking for the books, because I was saying, it just showed me the Wattpad story that this came from. Or do they got them books? There are books, y'all. They just ain't in English. And I'm like, when is Hunger gonna get these books translated? Cause listen, let's get to 100. I would read these. I would. Listen, I read the first 50 Shades. I bought that book. I even bought the series, and I bought the one with when it was telling from the side of Christian Grey. I bought them. I read the first one. I just couldn't do it, Jesus. I just couldn't. I couldn't. It took a whole lot out of me. But these right here, I would read these just to see how close it is to the source material and whatnot. I'm just saying, I'm trying to see how wild is this brother. Listen, when the sex scenes get so hot that homeboy spit on the puss. Cause in this chat group, there's a whole island out because homeboy spit on the puss. They like, Christian Grey could never. I'm like, y'all hoes are wild and crazy and everything, but I'm here for all of it. So, listen here, y'all. If y'all looking for some softcore porn, it's like an escape from the craziness that's going on. I say give a 365 a go. Watch it. Don't expect no Oscar-worthy ass motherfucking acting, because you're not going to get it. I'm sorry. You're not. But if you're just looking for a fine-ass man to lust after her, and when he's naked, you trying to see is we actually going to get some full from him. And if you're looking for this soapy-ass, material and storyline and woo-woo, and if you're looking at there's some badass clothes. If you're looking for the clothes and the jewelry and all that things, just enjoy it for what it is. Just enjoy it for what it is. And once you get done and you feel like you want to read something more along these lines, hell, Wattpad got plenty. It surely do. Wattpad got so much that I think I'm finna go read some, and I'm probably gonna write my own mafia ass goddamn my own mafia story or whatnot. Why the hell not?